Good evening, my name is Jeff Lysick. I'm a Public Information Officer with Great Basin Team 3, coming to you from the Incident Command Post here in Orleans, California tonight. You are going to be hearing from Operations Section Chief Dan Gustafson about progress on the McCash fire tonight. Dan?
Thanks, Jeff. So we had a good day today for day 2 for this team taking over the fire. A lot of good work got done. Good plan for tomorrow. And I was going to go around the fire perimeter with all of you folks on YouTube, and we'll get after it. So what happened today? I'll talk about the structure group. We have a group of folks that are doing assessments and then some prep on structures in the area that we have prioritized. And when I talk about that, I'm not talking about a structure being a higher priority than someone else's. What I'm talking about is all of the structures are a priority to us, but where the fire is moving or where we anticipate that movement dictates with a lack of resources that we have. We're just short-staffed. We put those resources in that area. So that's what I'm talking about. All of the structures, all of the residences, everything in there that's considered a value at risk. It's important to us, but we have to pick where and when we go. And then if something else happens and fire moves a different direction, then we pull those folks and they go there. So the structure group today, Dillon Creek, they were in there. They were in Cottage Grove, and I believe Independence, Ferry Bridge area. Those guys are doing a lot of good work in there. I want to talk about the structure group while we got the opportunity. The 96 corridor, we're aware of structures and values at risk all up and down that corridor. Some folks might be feeling they haven't seen a fire truck or some fire people or any action done. It's not that we don't know you're there or we've missed you, something like that. Again, I have a short staff of folks, and we're putting them where we see the most current threat, I guess, best way to put it. So we have not forgotten about you if you haven't seen a fire truck or some people there. So that's what we got going there. The structure group also, we shifted gears a wee bit and we're able to get a few more pieces of equipment to help us. And we also have structure group working into the Elk Creek drainage. There is a lot of values at risk. There's a lot of stuff in that area, and we are starting to work at that as well. And when we talk about structure group and what they do, they're starting with assessments. They go to each property. Just like triage in the hospital, we're looking at those and we're seeing, hey, what can be saved with the most minimal effort? What's going to take a lot of effort? And every now and then there might be something that's going to be very difficult and challenging to save. We build a document, we write those up, and then we start to tackle those once we've identified everything in there and then how best to deal with it. Again, I keep saying that we are short-staffed and we're short on supply. Hose, pumps, sprinklers, because nationally everyone's doing this on the western coast. So have to be patient with us, but that's what we're doing. So structure group, that's what they did, and that's what they're working on. Division Delta, those guys worked on this piece of fire in here. We call it the 02 road. I know a lot of folks might not know that if you don't have a map for any reference, but the 02 road is currently holding a lot of fire in that Division Delta area, and we're continuing to work at that. It was a great day today. There was a couple small spots, less than an acre, 2 of them. Those guys got on it at day shift in the morning time. They were identified at night, right about transition time. Day shift got them, and lack of words, I'd say they squashed them real quick today, and that was a pretty big success. So these guys, they're holding in there. Again, short-handed, but that's what Delta did. We've got a Division Juliet, which is a confinement feature, pretty lengthy, extensive dozer line, taking a ridge down in here. It comes from the 96 corridor of the river in here, and then comes up to if you're a local Johnson hunting grounds. We also got another feature not shown on this map, but the dozer extended down a ridge line in here to as far as mechanical equipment can go. We've looked at those options, and again, that's still viable. It's in place, and if the fire dictates and moves, we have that feature done and able to work off of. And it can also help with herding corralling the fire depending on the severity when it comes and if it's in that direction. So that's what Juliet did. I'm going to come around to, we talked about Elk Creek. I'm going to come around to Tango. So a lot of the same action as Delta in Tango. Monitor. And when I say monitor, we've got some fire creeping around, and I've got folks there actively monitoring. We're watching that. We are patrolling, so the engines are going up and down because I just don't have enough to put one in every single spot. It's a big chunk of ground, and then we're mopping up and securing that perimeter as this fire backs down. In multiple places where we're taking aggressive action, it's backing, and every now and then in the evening time when conditions are just right, we're gently putting some fire on the ground when you have fire right above you, so that in our terms we can dictate it with the highest probability of success and putting that little bit of fire down using the roads, dozer line, or whatever feature that we're using in that area. So that's what's going on there. And in Tango, those folks are keeping that secure. We do have plans in future days. Every day we're growing and expanding this containment feature each day. And to give you guys an end state in this area where we have the most values at risk is end state is getting into the Yukon on Fire SCAR 2017. We have a high probability of success. We heard the fire into here from this area, in the 96 corridor west of T-Bar. We have a pretty high probability of success keeping it in here if we can keep it here before anything spotting happens. Same down here. Again, an end state is to get this fire perimeter using the 10 road or the 11 road. We've also got a 12 road option coming down south of the Patterson area, and we've got multiple options to contain and confine the fire here, and that would be into the Hay-Press 2017 area. So that's what we did today. It's pretty, and then the plan for tonight, night shift. Night shift is working on these two pieces. Like I said, got to prioritize them. Delta is where we're going first. Tango is second, and that's due to what we're seeing with every model, every bit of intel that we can get in past experience. I feel that our first threats here, seconds here, we're going to try and get them both tonight. That's all I got yet.
Thanks, Dan, for that update. So far we've had no questions submitted for tonight's live video. If you have a question after listening to Dan's presentation, go ahead and throw it in the comments. We'll get it answered as quickly as we can after this video ends. I want to let you know that we do have a community meeting scheduled for 6:30 tomorrow night at Gales Inc. Park in Happy Camp. We're going to have our incident commander, one of our operations section chiefs, and some other folks there to talk about the efforts to suppress the McCash fire and try to answer more of your questions. If you're unable to attend that meeting, we're going to record it. We'll post that recording after the fact. And if you'd like to ask a question at that meeting but can't be there, if you post those questions in the comments tomorrow when we post the information about that meeting, we'll go ahead and get those answered during the video. I hope everybody has a great, safe night. Hope to see you tomorrow night in Happy Camp for that community meeting, 6:30, Gales Inc. Park. Be safe, everybody.